And welcome, PocketWatch here, and it's about time for another episode of White Album 2. Let's continue, and this time I'm going to go into Mario Road, but we're going to go for the concert, if it's available. I hope it is. But yeah, seems like there's no any like digital novel or anything, at least no one told me that there is. So yeah, we can just go straight to the story and see how this will go. So yeah, I'll see you in a second after I skip some stuff.
A while later.
So I've been like spending here a few minutes now, skipping everything. I can't go to concert. God damn it, what do I do? Okay, so what is left in the game? Okay, how do I unlock this shit? Okay, I have another plan. So we finished basically every road, but we haven't finished one, I think. Maybe now when we got like everything finished, Setsuna Road can be continued, you know? Because Setsuna Road kinda ended on like bad end, right? Like we were going to the ski trip, and we couldn't go there. So, I mean, it just like went like all faded out and there was no resolution after this. So maybe that's what's going to happen. Like we can like continue from that maybe. So I will just go to like exit to the title and I guess skip everything again. And I will see you again in, I don't know, in a second, and for me it's going to be like 1,000 years. God damn it. Now I see why you said you are happy. I mean, you smiled when I said we are going to concert next time. God damn it.
One eternity later.
Okay, something changed. I've been again skipping like forever. And clicking choices. So we just had the scene in the hotel, and we clicked that we should stay ourselves in home, basically, because we had to decorate out the goodie scenario. So we stayed at home, and we are depressed as hell. And it seems like it stopped skipping. So a phone call, and it's new. Okay. So I think we may be able actually to follow through with Setsuna Road this time. Right? Yeah, this is new. Unable to determine how far the source of the sound is from me, I blindly stretch out my hand in the faint darkness. Okay, I'm recording, okay. When I finally sense the rhythmic vibration of the solid object in my hands, fingers, I know what I found, what I'm looking for. Oh, Mari is actually calling us. After already having picked up the phone, I realized it's been days since I've last had a conversation with someone. My mind can't keep up with the first conversation I've had in quite a long time. Moreover, the fact that I just woke up also means my reactions are still dull. And having realized that I've just woken up, I reply with the odd, redundant responses. Yeah, it's like the depression nap. It never ends. I was actually asleep, finally asleep. Okay. Are you sure this is new? Yeah, this is actually new. I don't remember how this bad end of the Setsuna Road actually like followed through after we went like we've been like alone in the room, so I don't remember this part. I remember that ultimately Takaya came here and took us to the skiing, like in the Mario Road. So I opened the curtains, having been untouched for more than 24 hours. Even the radiance of the gentle winter sunlight manages to daze my eyes. If my memory serves me right, the clock pointed at 12 the last time I checked it, meaning I've been sleeping for about an hour.
大丈夫じゃなさそうだな。明日にでもかけ直そうか。
あ、いや、大丈夫ですから。何でした？
The truth is, my mind and body haven't rested at all. My head is still hazy as ever. I still feel quite groggy. Such a half-hearted excuse of an attempt to sleep actually ended up exhausting me even more. Nevertheless, the fact that I've successfully fallen asleep holds great meaning in itself. It gave me a chance to talk to someone above all things. I have my unconsciousness to thank for facilitating contact with another person, after I've denied it for so long.
大した話じゃないんだけど、最近バイトの方顔出してないから。
Yeah, of course she would call you when like coworker is like not coming to the work.
元気ですよ。
その声で言われてもな。
寝起きですから。
The fact that I was quick to tell a lie in my first instance of communication in a while is somewhat awkward though. Yeah, that's just your second nature at this point.
まあいいや。それで今度はいつ来てくれる？年末進行終わったからって暇なわけじゃないんだ。みんなお前の手を借りたがってる。時間があれば手伝いに来てくれないかな。
Okay. The way I am now, her previous sentence didn't come across as an annoyance or her just being noisy about it. Having someone unexpectedly tell me that I'm needed by the very outside world that I've isolated myself from is enough to elate me right now.
けれど私の方は今年中はもう来ないんだ。今日から取材でアメリカ。で、今成田。
Yeah, okay, so this is the part where she's leaving for America. And since she have no attachments here, then yeah.
へえ。年末なん。
ニューヨークとかロスとかいろいろ回って帰りがけにグアムで友達と合流してそこからバカンス。
Yeah.
こっちに帰ってくるのは
そうですか。
Okay, that's the same as previous time. I see. She called to tell me that, even though I'm just part-time subordinate, she really is commendable as always.
友達って男じゃないぞ。北原もあったよな。ほら、
Okay.
雨宮沢子。毎年恒例のまるっきり男っ気のない女の二人だ。
はあ。
いや、
Wow, she's so self-aware.
北原に言っても仕方ないな。すまなかった。今のは忘れ。
わかりました。沢子さんにもよろしく伝えてください。
いいよ、別にあいつはどうでも。
Well, some weird changes in her attitude really perplex me sometimes, but I still can understand her completely to this day.
それで、ここからが一応の本題。北原の住所に郵便物を送っといたから。こっち。
俺に。
それがね、東間陽子のニューイヤーコンサートのチケット。
Oh, we can go actually to the concert, but from this perspective. Oh, okay. Okay. And now we get actually to hear from herself. Last time she just gave the tickets, and we haven't spoke with Mari, and now she's just telling us, hey, yeah, I gave you ticket for the Thomas concert.
東間陽子の事務所から直接アンサンブルの編集部に送られてきたんだって。
Okay.
あの記事を書いたライターにって。
The moment I finally managed to keep up with the conversation, a name appears that makes my head go completely blank once
す
again.
ごいな、北原。初めての記事でここまで取材元に気に入られるなんて普通はないぞ。
いや、それは相手が特殊なだけで。
せっかくだから楽屋に顔出してみたらどうだ。きっとアンサンブルの名前を出せば会ってくれるぞ。
Yeah.
うちの業界
If we get a chance, we're going.
会っておいてそんなことは。
Come on. Anisan, who's lightheartedly telling me all this while being unaware of the whole story, is making it increasingly difficult for me to say anything. If I were to meet with Tomoyoko, she'd probably be shocked yet again, wouldn't she? By the fact that the author of the article was her daughter. Well, daughter as well, yeah. No. No. What should really be said? What would really be surprising is if she actually still remembers me. I've only met her once, and 3 years ago at that.
マリさん、ありがたい話ですけど、俺は
もしかしたら
Damn!
合わせてくれるかもしれないだろう。
Yep. Now he's going to hesitate because you mentioned her name.
会いたいんじゃないのか、本当は。
Yeah, of course. That's why we're going to the concert. I want to see Kazusa as well. Being unaware of the whole story, huh? I can only say that I've underestimated Mari-san.
あの記事が世に出てから北原来なくなったからさ。もしかして昔を思い出して落ち込んでるんじゃないかって思う。
No, she couldn't possibly know the truth about everything. I don't recall telling her that much. Well, some people are just perceptive about stuff.
そこで笑い飛ばしてくれたら私も安心できたんだから。
すいません。
So it's simply Mari-san being perceptive then, yep. She have a lot of points in perception. And at the same time, it's undeniable proof that she's been worried about
北
me.
原って結構ナイーブだよな。傷つきやすくて自分で自分を責めてばかりで。
そうでしょうか。
そうだよ。それに辛いことがあると仕事や勉強に逃げようとするからすぐにそういうのわかるし。
She's really been watching over me closely, hasn't she? Even so,
傷ついてるからって理由で俺が被害者だっていうのは違うと思います。だって相手につけた傷の深さに比べたら
damn.
俺のかすり傷なんて
Even so, while I'm glad that she's favoring her subordinate like this, I can't help but think that it doesn't feel right.
そんな俺がこうしてマリさんに慰めてもらうなんて
だから余計落ち込むのか。誰も自分を叱ってくれないから。
It's always like that. What Mari-san just pointed out is pretty much the same thing I've been thinking about until yesterday.
じゃあ私はお前を責めないよ。
Okay.
北原が話すだけ。それを私が聞くだけ。誰もお前を許しはしないけど、それでもお前は少しだ。
けど俺一人が楽になったって
自分が楽になれば相手に償おうって気も起きるんじゃないかな。
Yeah. Wow, Mari is actually good here. That's nice.
まあ話したくないなら別にいいけど、完全にお前のプライベートだし、私はバイト先の上司。
ウエストバージニア航空274
Well,
ニューヨーク行きは
bad timing.
ご搭乗の最終案内をいたしております。
そし
お客
て何もア
様は
ドバイスはしない。
88番ゲートよりお急ぎご搭乗くだ
Okay.
さい。
俺トーマカズサのこと
そうか。
まだ忘れてなかった
まあそんな感じはしてたよね。
そのせいで傷つけてしまった相手
Okay. Yep, she figured it out probably. That's Setsuna, the other one from the concert. Surprisingly, I managed to tell her everything. I told her about the very first person I invited into our group, who happens to be none other than Miss Haruki herself. I told her how I quickly grew close with that girl who was unbelievably sociable, despite her popularity and fame. And how on that night, after the school festival ended, it was that girl who I accepted and who accepted me in return, rather than Kazusa. It wasn't Kazusa and I who were considered officially together by everyone around us at the time. It was me and the other girl instead. And yet, I betrayed that girl for Kazusa. And then there was a period that lasted until today, where the both of us continued to hold on to all of our past regrets, and never ceased to shackle the other. And then there was Christmas Eve, the day I betrayed her because of Kazusa yet again. The day the both of us realized once more that we are still strangling each other. Mari ended up listening quietly, just as she promised she would. She'd ask for some slight clarification at times, where there was a jump in my story timeline, but she still listened to me otherwise. That's why I've told her everything, leaving nothing unsaid, even the most important part.
すいません
なんで謝るんだ。私は 聞くって言ったさ。
Yeah, Haruki is always apologizing. We should get used to this.
それでも話しすぎたかなって。酒の席でもないのに。それどころか面と向かってもいないのに。
Also, who got married in the Koharu digital novel? I'm still wondering. I felt like we would discover in Mari Road who got married from the Kaiosha. But we never did, I think. It is definitely not Mari. So who got married in digital novel of Koharu after her road?
面と向かってないからこそ話せたんだろう。
Maybe it's spoiler and I was supposed to not know, I don't know.
相手の反応が見えないもんな。
Yeah, probably.
なんでしょうか。
それにしばらく顔を合わせないからこそ話せたんだろう。
かもしれませんね。
Not gonna happen. I'm sure that the both of us will still remember our conversation today, the next time we meet. Even so, it will be easier for us to pretend that I've forgotten all about it after some time passes. She's likely chosen to hear me through the phone, because she's gone as far as to consider all that, or perhaps I'm just overthinking it.
にしても若いな北原は。たまにこういう青い話を聞くと、
俺、普段そんなに年寄り臭いですか？
まあ悪い意味じゃないよ。落ち着きすぎてるっていうか、理屈っぽいっていうか。
悪い意味じゃないんですか？それ全部。
あのさ、最初に約束
はい。
だから北原の話を聞きながら、私ならどうするかってか。
マリさんならどうしますか？
正直お前が選んだ選択がお前のしたことが正しい、
そ
そうか大変だなとも言えないし、
う、マリさん。
だからやっぱりお前は間違ってるとも言えない。いや、
Okay.
まあ元から言わない約束だけどな。
はい。
すまないな。
ありがとうございます。それで十分です。
なんでだ？
俺、自分だけが間違ってるんじゃないかって。自分だけが何も
Yeah,
分かってない。
that's your problem, Haruki, actually. Yeah, that's your problem. That's problem of yours and Setsuna, like, you both think the same thing, and that's the problem. Like, you both think that it's just your fault.
けど、
Haruki thinks that it's his, and Setsuna thinks that it's hers.
やっぱり俺だけ少し救われたみたいだ。よくないな。
So, Mari is saving with this Setsuna road. He's actually giving Haruki a different thought process. And hey, maybe it's not all just my fault. Huh. What the thoughts? Mari's MVP here.
北原。さてと、PDCA の C のフェーズ、
PDCA。
あとは自分の力で A のフェーズに移行しろ。北原ならできるよな。
Plan, do, check, act. Okay, so that's what that meant. A cycle that was originally intended for the management of manufacturing industries is now applicable in pretty much any job in our modern day. A cycle she would beat into my head during the first week of work.
そろそろ行く。私が日本に戻ったら、また大量の仕事を回してやるからな。
I have a feeling that half of what she said was an attempt to try and hide her embarrassment, though I know there's a truth in the other half nevertheless. I changed myself for the better, to work hard for that change.
ありがとう。
ありがとうございます。
And that was definitely her trying to hide her
あり
embarrassment.
がとうございます。
Even so, even if I did manage to read her like a book, I don't see myself being able to do anything other than following what she said. Okay. I wonder if like only that was a new thing and now we are going to be able to skip actually. Oh, never mind. I thought like I would be able to skip to this like Takaya meeting and like actually to the car and to the trip, basically. I thought like maybe this is the one scene. Okay, anyway.
ああ、置いてかれちゃった。ニューヨーク行きってまだあるのかな、今日。
Oh yeah, because yeah, okay. God damn it. She missed the plane because of Haruki. Ah. God damn it, Haruki. Why are you messing up everyone? Everyone's sacrificing themselves for you. Okay, it's nice. And we can skip this. Okay, so this is also new. So it's not Takaya trying to kidnap us for the trip. A continuation of yesterday, is it? After finally getting some sleep, for now completely reversed sleep schedule, it's getting more and more out of hand. Oh, maybe it's night. No, it can't be the package, right? It's not the ticket for the concert. Like it's night. Like who delivered the ticket at night? Like what the hell? I still glance at my clock and I hop out of the bed to see it's 8 o'clock. Judging by the color of the sky, it's 8 p.m. Okay, so it's not that like at night, so they can still make a delivery, I guess. It's a time when it's natural for anyone to assume I'm awake. As such, it appears I can't be mad about this unannounced visit. Then again, I can only think of a handful of people who would be ringing my doorbell, salesman and Swinter's aside.
Yeah.
Why are you here? Okay, that's new. I thought you will just leave me alone after, like, we didn't met at the bar when we were, like, doing choices.
Yo.
Why are you here? She's not among that handful of people. I guess, like, maybe she's frustrated because she cannot accomplish her ultimate presentation and her ultimate act. Because you have no idea how to act Setsuna Kazusa and Haruki properly. So she just tried to get here. After all, her paper is finished. The seminars have ended and the year-end party over, and the year itself is also coming to an end. I can't believe she, the queen of playing hockey even on weekends, of all people, would be loitering around near our university. And on a day that would otherwise be perfect holiday for her, no less. What? Well, having her hug me so suddenly and rubbing her face against mine is actually kind of scary in a way though. Yeah, she is scary. Okay. She wants to do stuff with you. Be careful. She's going to abandon you after. Okay. Appears that the rift between the mother and the daughter of the Izumi family is still heading in the grave direction to this day. I hope she's aware that it's hard for anybody to give a proper response to that kind of excuse before she uses it. Wow. Of course. Of course. Are we actually going to have a scene with Chiaki? No way. That's so random. Why would that happen? Yeah, they would let you stay, yep.
邪魔し
God damn it. She's so good at plotting. The one thing that she's far better than me is negotiating. Yep. There's plenty of things to negotiate with. The hot water wakes both my body and mind up simultaneously. As I rub my body with soap and sponge to the point where it hurts, my sense of touch returns to my skin as well. After letting a woman into my house, I hopped into the shower immediately. It may be giving off the impression that I want to engage in a certain activity with her, but I really have no such intentions. Oh, don't worry about that, she definitely have intentions for that. It's just that I need to do something about both the existing problem. About both the existing problem that Izumi pointed out earlier and also why it happened. In other words, I'm just freshening myself up in the bathroom for a bit. I didn't really conduct myself very well, even if only in front of Izumi. Then again, I can't believe she still nonchalantly hugs me despite how stinking dirty I was. For the record, I wouldn't say I've fallen prey to her slight tricks, nor would I say I've surrendered to her attempt at seducing me either. Just wait. It's just that as far as Izumi is concerned, I know that even if I try to complain, she would shrug me off with well whatever and just do whatever she wants to anyway, pretty much. Since that day, I've been forced to communicate for the second time now, and on 2 consecutive days at that. It's not that just communication through voice this time, it's face-to-face interaction. I either hoped for, not approved this, but my life is gradually getting back on track.
たまにはピザもいいね。まあ私としては春樹の手料理の方が理想だけどさ。
ちゃんとサラダも食え。栄養のバランスを考えて食事しろ。
思ったよりも食べるね春樹。ずっと寝てた割には。
エネルギーの消費以上に補給してなかったからな。
It's been 4 days, and even though this food is too heavy for my stomach to handle, it just goes straight down my throat. To be honest, my tongue hasn't recovered to the point where I can determine whether something tastes good or not. Even so, my stomach, which had started to whine in the middle of it, is now brazenly accepting chunks of cheese and dough. You want some pizza too?
そんなにタバスコかけるな。しかも俺の領域にまで侵食してきやがる。
Yeah. I love hot sauces, like in general, like hot stuff. I finally managed to get some sleep yesterday, and I bopped myself and shaved my beard today. And I can finally eat now as well. Perhaps it's better to say that my appetite has returned.
だから一気に詰め込むなと。お茶飲むか。はい。
Yeah. Exactly because there's a certain someone who has a knack for really enjoying food right in front of me that I'm capable of eating normally like this though.
流し込むだけのために一缶開けるやつがあるか。
Damn.
お前、途中から目的変わってたろ。
I'm reluctant to admit it, but it's the truth.
ああ、最後の一つのピザ、春樹に譲っ。
そうか。
Okay.
その代わり、これで半分以上はあんたが食べた計算。
Wow.
割り勘率は。
Of course.
せめて64に。
なんてせせこましい計算して。
いや、さすがに外泊を繰り返してたせいで先立つものが。
いいよ。ピザ代くらいは俺が全額負担する。
Sure.
マジ？いくつ食べたとか関係なく全部。
すでにビール代も全額負担してるしな。
春樹太っ腹愛してる。じゃあ最後の一つ。
それはスポンサー。資金提供の絶対条件だ。
Wow.
せせこましい権利を振りかざすかな、春樹は。
Following Mare-san now is Izumi, who's bringing me back to the real world again.
そういえばさ、冬休み入ってからどっか遊びに行った？
Don't mention winter break, that was not fun.
ずっと引きこもり。
Given it's been a while since I last ate anything, it's natural that it's been some time since I last did any housework as well. The nylon sponge was completely dry. I could barely open the dish soap bottle in the kitchen, and I saw a bit of rust in the water in the sink. Jesus! What? How did you... Rust is not appearing that fast.
あれ彼女と遊びに行ったりは？
そもそも俺に彼女がいるって話は一体どこか。
All those are but some of the telltale scars of the fact that I've done nothing in this room for the past several days.
前に言ってなかったっけ？
言ってないだろそんなこと。
じゃあ何？春樹ってば冬休みにどっこも遊びに行くよ。
バイトがあるんだよバイト。
ずっと引きこもってたって言わなかったっけ？しかもつい10秒
Yeah.
ほど前。
Chiaki is so good. He can like just find out every like little thing that Haruki is saying. Yeah, Haruki is sleeping. For example, there's the fact that I'm not able to communicate properly, as shown from how incapable of refluating. Even a simple argument like that.
前に進めるんじゃなかったの？刹那。
Okay, Chiaki calling the Setsuna here. You don't lose the place where you belong. Okay.
なんか言ったか。
さあ
So Chiaki gave up on her role here basically and just supporting Setsuna now?
じゃあこっち。違うな。
あ、
はい上がり。これで私の何連勝だっけ？
くそー。一度は馬場に手をかけてたのに。
It was the last card left in my hand, the Joker, and lament how terrible my luck is today. Probably your facial expression. The session of the old maid after dinner had ended up with a score 6-2 in her favor, which included 10 rounds losing streak for me. Damn. Objectively speaking, the difference is unequivocally one-sided.
だって春樹、反応
Yeah.
は露骨なんだもん。そっちに馬場が行った時点で勝負あったもん。
なんでそんなに強いんだよ。
Nah, she's just good at reading expressions. That's true that the two same instances that I've won ended up with me not getting the Joker in my hand, even once, and getting away with it and to the very end.
よくさ、嘘をつくと耳を触るとか、そういう癖で見抜くとか言うじゃん。
Yeah. She's picking up the habits.
俺にもそういうのがあるのか。
Yep,
そんな単純なものじゃないって。
okay.
そうなの。
仕草や息遣いや口数や顔色やその他もろもろ。
I really like that in Chiaki Road, how perceptive she was about everything. That was actually a cool thing.
そこまで観察してんのかよ。
それだけじゃないよ。こっちは逆に
Pretty much. Oh yeah, we learned that.
相手に逆の
Yeah, you can control him very well, yep.
お前、心理学専攻した方が良かったんじゃないか。
But her method of manipulation seems heavily exaggerated at first. I can't help but believe her, given I've ended up with such a big losing streak. I'm really glad I rejected Imizumi's initial suggestion of playing poker with I don't play games that involve gambling after all this.
理論には興味ないんだよね。あくまでも実践というか現場主義というか
Okay.
将来詐欺師にでもなるつもりかよ。
今でも
Yeah.
似たようなものかもね。
Yeah, an actress.
泉
A classmate of mine who possessed detailed observation skills and a masterful poker face suddenly laughed with the expression of her self-derision.
とそれはともかくさ、もうちょっと歯ごたえのある勝負がしたいよ私は。
トランプ以外だと、とか
Really? That's copyrighted. You had to censor this because it's copyrighted.
相変わらず娯楽の少ない
Of course.
ものだよね。私の友達でゲーム機持ってないのって春樹くらいだよ。
文句があるならもう寝ろ。そして夢の中で
仕方ないな。じゃあ目標20連勝に情報修正してババ抜き続けますか。
Wow.
お前はどれだけ俺を苦しめれば気が済むんだ。
Okay. I pull a 5 of diamonds, like a pair with a 5 of the spade from my hand and throw it out. As for Izumi, after moving her hand across the mountain like pile of cards in my hands, she pulls out the 8 of hearts and throws it out. After that, I pull the Jack of Clubs, the card I want the most, so I make a pair with the Jack of Diamonds I've been holding for a while and... None of this matters. The Joker's in my hands, so whatever card I pick from her is harmless. I can't do anything about it, even if I start complaining now. But playing Old Maid with only 2 people sure is boring. This time, she pulls the King of Clubs from me. She just won't pull the Joker, will she? I pull 2 of diamonds. Gives me pull 9 of hearts. 3 cards left.
ねえ、ハルキ。
なんだよ。
I pull 3 of spades. In the end, we're turned to the usual situation, where Izumi has 2 choices left. It all comes down to how good my poker face is.
しない。
God damn. She just went straight for the question. Of course. The point this conversation goes and all, while our eyes never leave the cards, even though the 2 cards themselves are already on the table, and we both see the numbers on them.
なんで？
お前こそ、なんでそんなこと言うんだ。
Although we both omit the subject of the sentence, even I'm not dense as to not realize what she means.
だってハルキ落ち込んでるみたいだから。
Yeah, pretty much what happened on her road, yep. Izumi's foot starts touching me under the table.
お前は、落ち込んでる暗い男がいたら、いつも。
こんなこと言うの初めてだよ。ハルキだけ。そろそろ踏み込まないと。本が間に合う。
Yeah, I knew it. God damn it. God damn it.
なんだって？
でも、どっちが本当の目的なんだろう。
だから、
ねえ、ハルキ。私はまだ
肝心なところぼかしたまま話を進めるな。
Izumi actions, breath, speech, and expression. None of them look any different from before. Is it due to my lack of perception? Or perhaps...
別にそれはいいけどさ。なんでダメ？
なんでって、俺たち付き合ってないだろ。
For my actions, breath, speech, and
別
expression.
に付き合わなくてもいいんだけど。ただ私はちょっとハルキ。
意味わからん。それって告白とどう違うんだよ。
Even I know I can maintain my usual composure at times like this, I wonder how it looks like to Izumi.
微妙に違うんだけど。ま、どうしても定義がいるんなら別にそう。
お前な。
The game is still in progress, but I'm slowly losing my ground.
軽く考えればいいと思うよ。それこそピザ代ってことにする。
俺がそういう割り切りできないって知らないか。
知ってるよ。それがわかる程度には関わった自信はあるからね。
Jackie foot slowly slides towards my knees. Damn! Her expression above the table hasn't changed at all, but her actions under the table don't hide her passion whatsoever.
そろそろ引いてくれ。俺、お前
This is not going to happen, is it? Like, Haruki going to, like, stand up or something? There's no way, like, Jackie can, like, accomplish this here. There's no way. They have not enough prior relationship for this. Haruki's just going to be like, yeah, nah. But yeah, good try, Jackie, good try. Since I can't keep up with Izumi two-faced behavior, I already lost this game a long time ago. I already given up on using either observation or my poker face at this point.
なら、今からする質問に真面目に答えたら許してあげる。
Okay.
それって。
ねえ、ハルキ。あんた今、好きな子いる？
いる。
But even so, even if I've given up on winning this game, there's an emotion that I must defend. That's why I won't hesitate to answer this question in the list. Not just Izumi, but also...
だったら、なんで引きこもってたの？
Also the I do... Doesn't like crazy that I do of Haruki can mean both Setsuna and Kazusa. It's just meant for the both of them.
振られたから。
一心二体か。
なんだよその間違った日本語は。しかも意味はそこは。
でもさ、それって余計私の出番じゃない？
いや、違うよ。
なんで？
うん。まあその。
それでも好きだから。諦めら。
Even though I made up my mind, in the end I still didn't know what to do. I couldn't say it, I'm the worst.
そっか。
妻。
そこ謝るところじゃないから。 別に
Okay.
私ショック受けてないし。
Even so, I'm able to properly let my feelings out. Even if I'm not conveying my feelings to her, this is enough for now.
潮時かな。
Before I realize it, Izumi foot has stopped touching me.
チーフとしてはますます魅力的になっちゃったんだけど、さすがにもう追いかけられないよね。
She relaxes herself completely and stares straight at the ceiling with expression that suggests that she finally relieved herself of something. So she gave up on script. So the play is not going to happen. Even after this is completely different from the poker face she had before, I still can't see through her. Izumi's inner thoughts aren't simple enough for me to do so.
これで私の大いなる野望は終わり。
Yeah.
ありがとう、ハルキ。今まで夢見させてくれて。
Well, she's not devastated as I thought she would be. Huh. She actually handled it pretty well.
本当にお前の言ってることはわけわからんな。
世の中には知らない方が幸せなこともあるよ。例えば、私がとんでもない悪女だとか。
Pretty much, yeah.
あるわけないだろ、そんなこと。それがわかる。
ごめんね。
As Izumi let those words slip out, the atmosphere around has become painful, yet gently silent. Up until this point, there was an intense battle, but now it's gone without a trace. Aside from the cards left on the table. Okay.
本当に止まっていかなくていいのか。
急いで別のお話作らなくちゃいけなくなったからね。
In that case, I would have to quickly come up with another story.
だからわざと聞こえないようにつぶやくのはよせ。
Huh. We're full from eating and drinking, so we're also played plenty of games. Just as we were about to go to sleep, Izumi suddenly stood up and started getting ready to leave.
さすがに別の女にミサを立ててる男の部屋に泊まるのは辛いよ。
Well, considering the conversation we just had, what she's doing isn't exactly a surprise.
お前らしくないな、泉。
寝ぼけていつの間にか入っちゃってても悪いし。
お
Wow.
前らしいな。
それじゃ。
ああ。
Even though we joke around like usual, it doesn't lighten up the mood. We softly and emotionally wave our hands and beat each other farewell.
ねえ、ハルキ。
Is it because she's departing from me that she seems a little lonely?
私はね、本当はあんたの思いの深さ。
Yeah, she knows. She knows a lot of stuff. Maybe she doesn't understand properly yet because she didn't finish her research completely, but yeah, she have a deep understanding.
物語にしても遜色のない、あんたたちの綺麗な思いを知ってる。
何言ってんだ。
Izumi eyes are full of emotion and she starts tearing up.
Here I come.
ここまで引っ張ったんだ。どうせなら最後まで突っ走って、綺麗な物語を綺麗なまま完結させてほしいな。
She made a gesture. She made it. She made it. She put her hand on chest. Haruki didn't ask her to do that in this road. Because he'd asked her to do that in her road. But hey. Seems like she's genuine here. Anyway. That happened. You already come this far, so I hope you can dash towards the finish line and give this beautiful story the beautiful ending it deserves. Oh, that's nice of you.
泉。
Especially that you are saying it as your true self
そ
now.
したら今度こそ私にその物語。
Let me play a part in that story. Oh. Interesting. Still, even at the very end, she doesn't really explain the most important bit, not crossing the final line. Without revealing the secret at the bottom of her heart, Izumi sublimes to it. Interesting.
私の神様。あなたを見つめ続けてきたこの数年間、本当に楽しかったよ。
Okay. Sounds like you're never gonna meet him again. You mean for these past few days, right? Nah, she means years. Yep, exactly. Exactly what she just said. Okay, that was an interesting conversation with her. I did not expect her to see Chiaki here. Yeah, it's still new. We're going to meet with everyone? We're back to goodies now. Okay. And there she is. In the background. Someone in the comments like at the time mentioned this to me. I never realized this. I don't know if I said this on the video or not, but the same CG, we have like two versions of the CG. One without Koharu behind the window and the other one with Koharu behind the window. I never realized that when we were playing. My first glimpse of the scenery of the outside world in a way dazes my eyes. Having grown accustomed to the darkness of my room, the way I'm now, having been abandoned by the world for a while. The hustle and bustle of the city intimidates me greatly, but be it the unruly noise across the town or the speed of the pedestrians passing by me, well, it didn't even take an hour of going out before I was fortunately released from walking in the Urashima Tara's shoes, though. And a couple of hours have passed since then. Sky, which was blinding, despite the gentle sunlight that was shining from above, gradually turned black and with the passage of time. After having walked around aimlessly, and when I felt rehabilitation enough to interact with the outside world again, that was the first place my feet took me. Goodies restaurant, Minami Sutsugo branch, yep. I've been standing outside, watching my busy co-workers working inside the restaurant the whole time. Number of customers is slightly lower than usual though, likely because both Honjo University and its affiliate high school have entered the winter break. As the number of employees on shift is also accordingly lower. I don't see anyone resting in either in the kitchen or the hall, nor Sato Nakagawa, nor any of the remaining staff. So, if I'm here, perhaps my rehabilitation may move on to the next stage. Once I'm used to brushing up against the edges of the outside world, I need to begin my rehabilitation, to actually step out into it. Since the university is on winter vacation, this is the last thing I can do right now. Wow. Yeah, some random guy is just like standing next to it. Like in front of the door. Like a stalker. Okay. I don't try to make fun of you. I actually just stuttered. Wow.
先輩、年末はプライベートで忙しくなるはずだからって。
そうじゃないかとは思ったが、期待を裏切らないやつ。
Yeah. Okay. So she told him basically that she made this thing. The architect who set up the mode around my schedule last week to be filled in is right here. Yep.
周囲の期待に応えられるよう、いつも頑張ってきましたから。
わざと外してるよな。俺が言ってるのはそういう意味じゃないって。
で、結局どうだったんです？
Terrible.
話したんですよね。
Nope.
仲直りしたんですよね。
I was finally starting to lighten up the conversation, but all it took was a sentence from her to abruptly stop it.
のろけに来てくれたのなら大歓迎です。うんざりしながらもちゃんと話を聞きます。
How are things with Yada? By the way.
先輩？
悪い。
The moment I let the word leave my lips, Sugura eyes widen.
どうしてですか？私何か致命的なミスしましたか？
It's more like Haruki and Setsuna made a fatal mistake. It appears I've delivered quite a shock to her to her sense of responsibility. Yeah, she doesn't understand in this road, like why that would happen.
海鮮リゾットのドリンクセット、シーザーサラダ、ありがとうございました。少々お待ちください。
Okay.
7番テーブルオーダー入りました。で、先輩、続き
Okay.
チーズハンバーグ12番テーブルに。
その前にさっきの話。
別に杉浦に問題があったわけじゃない。だからな、
だったらどうして。
そんなの決まってるだろ。
先輩、もしかしてまた逃げたんですか。
Kinda yes, but at the same time he was chased away. It's both.
いつまでそんな昔のこと引きずってるんです。いい加減頑張って乗り越えないと。
ほら、1番テーブル。
Koharu doesn't get it here. Like, none of them get it really. Because we didn't spend enough time with them. They don't get their, like, inner clue of everything. Nor Mari, nor Chiaki, nor Koharu. But they're pretty close. They have some understanding of Haruki, but not as detailed as they had in their roads.
北原さん、ヘルプ入ってくれたのは。
言うな佐藤。俺だってこんなことになるとは。
This is the last form of rehabilitation. I can see through to the end for now. It took me an hour to get used to work I've abandoned for almost a week. Just that my original intent was to give up on this little bit of rehabilitation once Sugiura caught me. If you're asking why,
1番テーブル追加オーダーです。いい加減頑張って乗り越えないと先輩二度と好きな人できなくなっちゃいますよ。
as because she will just pestering you non-stop because it's mini you. Yep, pretty much. You cannot escape.
早く反論してください。
それ以前の問題だったんだ。
それって。
俺が逃げるとか逃げない以前に俺のつけた傷はもう治りようがないくらい悪化して。当然だよな。今まで俺がしてきたことを考えたら。
If you can't heal it, amputate it.
彼女の方が。
カウンター。
気になるんすよね。こうも堂々と仕事中に内緒話されると。
だから悪かったって。今度杉浦がここに来たらちゃんと注意するから。
本当にしっかり言っておいてくださいよ。みんなが聞こえるように話してくれなければ困るって。
Of course. Of course. Even amidst being busy at work, Sugiura, who had entered her usual middlesome state of mind, refuses to abandon either of the two responsibilities. After she brought me into the restaurant and threw me into the kitchen, her processing speed must have increased by around 50%. Okay. She said 50% being used for the sole sake of talking to me.
ご注文の品以上でよろしいでしょうか。ではごゆっ。
And she runs back.
自分もごゆっくりしようよ。
18番テーブル、そろそろデザートお願いします。それで。
もうちょっとこっちに寄ってくれ。
The questions are too rushed, too impolite, and always seems to hit me where it hurts though.
はい、どうぞ。
Sugiura leans her upper body over the counter and properly adjusts her profile closer to me. A small right ear to be exact. From her demand of the situation itself, it all seems to work focused that one couldn't possibly think we're talking about something serious. But under the pressure of Sugiura's seriousness, I decide to lose my tongue rather than to allow my mood to worsen. Like, this is interesting. In this scenario, Haruki's like opening up to everyone and is just like telling the story to everyone. He's stopped bottling the pain inside, basically. He's just letting it go. This is actually a refreshing thing.
まあね。
This is a refreshing. Given that the restaurant closed early because it's the end of the year, I only ended up helping for the less than 2 hours. And given the fact that we never managed to finish our private conversation in the middle of work, Sugiura earnestly volunteered to take up cleanup duty after closing hours. it's just no surprise that the two of us were the ones that remained in the
今
end.
更謝っただけで償えるなんてさ。なんて虫のいいことを考えてたんだろうな、俺。
でも間違ったことしてません。先輩全然間違ったことしてないですよ。
And she's on Haruki's side as she used to in her road as well.
ありが
Yep.
とう、杉浦。でも俺、遅すぎたみたいだ。
Sugiura be like, shut up, get to the locker room. Supporting her chin with the handle of the mop, Sugiura let out a sigh.
今まで人を責めたことなんかなかった刹那だからこそ、絶対に心にもあることなんだって分かっちゃってさ。
After she digests my narration of our painful experience, she appears as if her chest is burning a
それ
little.
で痛感した。俺は今までどれだけ彼女を深く傷つ
だけど先輩だって、先輩
Yeah, pretty much.
十分傷ついてきたじゃないですか。
それは自業自得だし、
そうやってあまり自分を責めないでください。
悪い。ひどい自己憐憫だよな、これ。
Hmm.
確かにみっともない。
わざと外してるんですよね。私が言ってるのはそういう意味じゃ。
ごめんな。今、あまりかばわれるとやばいんだ。信じてしまいたくなるから。
God damn it, Haruki. In response to Sugiura unexpectedly siding with me, I take a slightly more defiant stance with her.
したことはさ、刹那を傷つけただけじゃないだろう。
それって
After all, Sugiura fails to notice because she's just that straightforward.
彼女のことでねじくれてさ、俺の近くにいる人たちまで無差別に巻き込んで。
Her support towards me and her denial towards Setsuna.
大学の友達やバイト先の同僚や、それに
The way I'm now, it's admittedly quite
た
painful.
くさんの人を傷つけて、で、その人の近くにいる人まで傷つけて、杉浦なんか二重の意味で嫌な思いしただろ。
The best friend of the importer, former student of mine, who's also a colleague from work.
今三重の意味で嫌な思いをしてます。
Damn.
ごめんな。
Someone who's also surpassed being the mere colleague, I'd say. Sugiura, who's important to me, who's so important to me, started voicing her resentment, making me choke up a bit too. This is such a refreshing, actually, thing in the White Album2. I didn't expected him to like meeting everyone and like telling his story.
そんなに後悔してるんですか？小木曽先輩のことだけじゃなくて、その
してるよ。今までの俺。
But still can't fix blaming himself.
なんでそんなこと赤の他人に話さなくちゃならないんだ。どうして分かってくれなかったんだ。どうして嫌ってくれなかったんだよ。
Yeah. The burgers. Been a while. Back then, Sugiura was completely in line with what everyone else had told her. Understand that she's only just now starting to form her own opinion. That's why I chose to put it differently compared to how I did it the first time when we met. I believe that I'd finally be able to say it to her honesty.
そっか。後悔してるんだ。あの時のこと反省してるんだ。
ひどいこと言ったよな、俺。本当。
私に関してはお互い様です。先輩にたくさんのひどいこと言いました。
杉浦の方は売り言葉に買い言葉だよ。何も悪くなんかない。
先輩だって
杉浦。
私あの時の先輩は確かに許せないけど、
Oh?
でも今の先輩は許されてもいいと思うんです。
That also is actually new for Haruki.
それは
I think.
身内びいきって言うんだ。 長いこと同じところで働いてたせいでの勘違い。
だって先輩反省してるって言ったじゃないですか。ってことは改める気が。
杉浦。
私前向きな人なら OK です。必死に頑張ってる人なら嫌いになんかなりません。
Nice. As usual, she is quite straightforward. And just like the cool, cloudless night sky above us, the eyes looking at me are transparently blue.
杉浦がそういうのなら
Clean blue.
そうなのかもしれないな。
Transparently clear. God damn it. Maybe it's true. Wow. Yeah, actually kinda accepting this. Reviving me instills an optimistic feeling within me, suggesting that I'm still capable of moving forward. Was it the chicken or the egg that came first in this case? We've talked about this... I talked about this in one of the rewrite episodes. In the Moon Road. I've talked about this because I figured it out, I think. Let me know in the comments what do you think, but I have my theory.
なあ、杉浦。
Maybe you know what my theory is, because maybe you watched my episodes on the right. Who knows? If they are actually uploaded. They probably are, but we don't know. Probably, maybe. Maybe not. Not sure.
はい。
In that case...
電話かけてほしいことがあるんだ。
Oh? Call Setsuna? He, like... She's going to be his courage? To actually call her? Call Setsuna? I've got the feeling that for the first time I was born, I can't let it go to waste now.
ごめん。こんな夜遅く。
そうだねえ、追加でケーキとか頼みませんか？私ちょっとお腹空いちゃった。
Wait, who did we call?
それに来てくれてありがとう。本当は
Oh no.
見たくもないだろうけど。
Are we making up with Yada? Wait. Oh no, we...
そんなこと。
That's Yada. There's no way we're back to... Oh wow. Holy shit, we're closing chapter with Yada. Yada closing chapter, it is.
あ、でも今何時かな？ 12 時超えたら太っちゃうんでしたっけ？
どうしてももう一度話をしておかないとって。あんなひどい言い方しておいて。
その前、悩むな。ねえ、みんなはどうします？
Just trying to make it less awkward. And she is awkward. Okay. I cannot believe it that we're just meeting with Yada. Holy crap. Yo, okay. Haruki is like trying to fix stuff. Without reservation, Yada-san casts a doubtful gaze at me as I sit opposite her, as well as at Sugiura, who is sitting right next to her. Sugiura called her phone over 20 times, and when she finally answered, she paused for another 30 seconds before giving any reply after hearing my voice. But even so, she still came to see me, even though I suggested meeting up tomorrow, given the late hour. She showed up in the mere 10 minutes.
どうしてこんな夜遅く二人きりで。
Well, we got locked in the locker room.
あのね、美穂子。
Most likely, she didn't do it out of goodwill.
バイト先なんだ。それも単なる偶然で。
At this point, no matter what her reason is, it's fine as long as I get to see her. If I could have just one more chance.
杉浦が卒業旅行のためにバイトを始めたら、そこが元から俺のバイト先だったってだけ。でも今は杉浦に感謝してる。こうして矢田さんと
小春ちゃんが。
ただ、
Yeah?
今から俺が話すことに杉浦は関係ないよ。矢田さんと俺と。
Okay. And it's not about me alone. I think, like, Koharu is kind of a little jealous here as well. Like, it have nothing to do with you. I mean, not per se like romantically and stuff, but kind of like I felt like a little bit of jealousy in these dots here, like a little bit. That's what I like to think. I must use this chance to resolve the misunderstandings that have been piled up between these two as well. Yeah.
小春ちゃん、先輩がそう言うなら、そう。
杉浦。
そんな、だって私、いいんだってばそんなこと。私たち。
We fixed Yada. How the hell did that happen?
続いてきたんだし。
小春ちゃん。
Yada's eyes behind her glasses finally turned towards the person she's been avoiding until now. As for Sugura, after being stared at directly, she became embarrassed and looks upward.
ごめん。そういう行き違いも含めて全部、俺が矢田さんに取った態度のせいだ。
そんな。
あの時の俺はさ、自分に向けられる行為が怖かったから。
先生？
もちろん、そうなった理由はある。少し長くなるけど。
You're going to tell Yada the whole story? Out of all people? I guess that makes sense, because like, she's the one that basically confessed to you and you just like, you know, yeah, fuck that. You just bailed out without saying anything really. I guess, yeah, like, she's one that kinda deserves to know, like, why. And not be suspicious about stuff, because we know that she's terrible in general. Yada-san stares at me as I lower my head, the same way she stares at Sugura earlier. Very lightly she nods. Okay. Yeah, I told you. She felt a little bit jealous. That was pain for her, yeah, okay. God damn it, everyone's helping Haruki and at the same time Haruki's like leaving everyone behind. But he moves forward. He moves forward through corpses, god damn it. Damn. I thought about that beautiful period of my life that lasted half a year, dating back 3 years ago. Of the girl who delivered her affections to me, of the girls whom I harbored equally sincere affections for. And the performance during the school festival, where the three of us together enjoyed ourselves like fools. And then there was severe reckoning I'd received, having failed to make a single albeit crucial choice, despite being so immersed in a dream like that. I was the one who should have been punished for it, and yet it was one of the girls that ended up shouldering all the pain. And thorn piercing her heart still not been removed for 3 years to this day. Unfeeling blood pouring continuously from her wound, with every instance I approach her, even now.
誰かを好きになることも、誰かに好きって言われることも怖くて、本当怖くてさ。
先生。
だから俺、誰にでも平等に接してた。ひいきもしないし、差別もしない。そうすれば、好きにも嫌いにもなられずに済む。
Okay. It was an attempt that was supposed to protect my own heart, one devised by my previous self, who had found human relationships to be terrifying and troublesome.
でも先生、みんなに好かれてました。
Pretty much, yeah.
だよね。
Yeah.
誰にでも一生懸命で、誰にでも厳しくて、そして誰にでも優しかったから。
I know you have like different candidates, like who's like the best character like from the roads that we had so far, but I still think like Koharu character is like just awesome. Like she's just awesome. Damn.
だってそんなの当たり前だろ。俺、
大学生のバイトの塾講師って普通はあんなに一生懸命になったりしません。私の質問に1時間以上も付き合って。
教え方が上手な先生なら10分で教えられる。 それは俺が未熟だったからだよ。
でも私は嬉しかったんです。あんなに一生懸命に私に向き合ってくれた人、今まで美穂子。
Isn't that just your misunderstanding? I don't want to say something cruel to her for the second time, so what I just thought to say will never leave my mouth. But that doesn't mean I will readily accept her overly biased view of
そ
me.
れでもそんなに信頼してくれてた矢田さんにひどい。
先生、
ごめん、本当にごめん。謝って済むことじゃない。
美穂子、もういいよね。これで小春ちゃん、北原先輩すごく後悔してたんだよ。美穂子と同じくらい苦しんだんだよ。
いいよ杉浦、お前は何も言わなくても。
God damn it, Haruki. I lower my head before the two while Sugura tries her best to defend me. Even though, to Yada-san, her attitude might cause the opposite effect. Sugura herself must know that too.
北原先生、
While remaining silent, Yada-san looks both at me, blowing my head, and Sugura who continues to defend me.
私が知りたいのは3年前のことじゃありません。美穂子、たった今私にごめんって謝った後の今の先輩の気持ちが知りたいんです。
Yeah. You are still not getting the attention. Sorry. Before the wounds could be sewn together, she confronts me once
矢
again.
田さんのことはいい子だと思ってたよ。いや、今だってそう思ってる。
Something shocking enough to make her stop going to school. I don't think I'd ever understand how painful that must
俺
be.
なんかの拙い授業を一生懸命理解してくれた。
そういうことじゃなくて、その一人の女の子として私、美穂子。
ごめん。俺には好きな人がいる。
Yep. Well, that's the truth. Straightforward. Finally. This is something that I have to tell Yeda-san no matter what.
3年前からずっと傷つけてきたけど、1週間前に振られたばかりだけど。
After all, I went out of my way to resolve myself to see her again, just so I could tell her all about
そ
this.
れでも大好きな人がいるから。
Apologizing to her would simply be making excuses.
だから、ごめんなさい。
I just want to tell this girl the true reason why I rejected her. Okay. And now... Okay, we left.
気が済んだ。
Damn. Well, it depends. Probably feeling better but worse at the same time. It's complicated.
なわけないか。ごめんね。とどめさしちゃって。謝られたって仕方ないよ。
It has nothing to do with... Oh.
小春ちゃんのせいじゃないもん。
Oh.
小春ちゃん。ねえ、美穂子。今からカラオケでも行った。無理。歌えない。歌わなくていいよ。ただ思いっきり泣いちゃおうよ。今年中に辛いこと全部洗い流しちゃってさ。それで冬休みが終わったら
I'm gonna sing White Album while... I don't know. It's snowing. And that will make you cry.
仲直りの印に私がおごるからね。だからついでにさ、
Yeah.
私にも少しだけもらい泣きさせてよ。
Okay, I like it that Yada had her closure on the matter, but I don't really care, to be honest. I never really cared about Yada that much. I more cared about Yada not blaming Koharu anymore about stuff. Like, I'm more relieved about actually Koharu's situation being as well, like, passed on, basically. Like, effectively, in indirect way, she was told that Haruki isn't going to be with her, and at the same time, she can still be with her friend, with Yada. And yeah, I don't know. But from like Yada perspective, like for just Yada herself, I don't really care, to be honest. I don't know, maybe it's heartless, probably. I like that she managed to have a closure on the matter. Like, she deserved that. But I don't really care that much. Okay, the shrine. Okay, this is different from... This is different, right? Yeah. Why shrine? We haven't been in shrine last time, right? I think. I don't remember.
でも今からってまだ7時前だぞ。
Takaya had called me just before I could place the soba noodles I would have for dinner into the pot.
実は三部制になっててだな。今から第1部の忘年会。ジョヤの鐘が鳴り出したら第2部の2年前入り。
Oh, okay.
終わったら第3部のオールナイト新年会。
After that we'll do all-night New Year's celebration, okay.
いやいや、これでもさっきまで落ち込んでたんだぜ。せっかくの大晦日なのに付き合ってくれる女の子は。
なるほど。それで仕方なく。
2人は田舎に帰省しちまってて、1人はクリスマスにすっぽかしたせいで別れちまって、あとの1人は OK だったんだけど。
Yeah, this is the one that was supposed to go with him on the dinner and stuff.
その最後のこと言ってこいよ。
だってさ、振り袖着てくるとか言ってんだぜ。それで何もできないとか余計悔しいじゃん。
そんな植物的な理由で断られた彼女の方がよほど悔しい。
ま、そんなことはいいから今から出てこいよ。今年もいろいろあったけど、パーッと水に流そう。
Okay.
誰が来るんだ？
そりゃもういつものメンバーだよ。
And sets now, of course.
そんだけ。
そっか。
Of course. In a way, I had a feeling that would be the case. In terms of those who would be present and absent, I mean. I doubt Cessna would appear somewhere where there's a chance. I doubt that Cessna would appear somewhere where there's a chance of crossing paths with me right now. I know she's not one to show up that easily. Well, each time they managed to make a pretty good job at kidnapping both of you to meet. Because of that, even though it's a little sad, I feel a little relieved. It's not like I'm completely free. Yesterday I received a letter in my mail, and it's just sitting on my table. Oh! Oh! The tickets! Oh my god, we're going to decide the ticket or the shrine? Oh, yo! It starts at 8 o'clock. If I head out now, I can still make it. But that would mean only openly rejecting Takai's invitation.
今のお前。
なんだよそれ。
I'd be lying if I'd said I wasn't interested. A live concert by the world-class pianist at premium seat. It also happened to be a special invitation. That's a result of my recognition that I'd gained from my first real assignment.
せっかくだから楽屋に顔出してみたらどうだ。
Uh-huh.
名前を出せば会ってくれるぞ。
But if I were to come face to face with Tomoyoko herself and her performance, I'm sure it would end up making me recall some of my past memories, even if I don't want to. Having succeeded her bloodline and tournaments, I'm sure that I see a certain someone playing on her own stage on the opposite side of the world. Much like her mother, and much like her, she'd also grab the attention of her audience in a single sweep.
もしかしたら
Yeah?
東間和沙と
And we know that her mother set it up. No, what I'd be saying again are memories pertaining to a certain someone. Parenting.
もしかして俺たちのしたことって逆効果だったのか。
別に。
別に。どっちだよ。
Could it be that Tomoyoko still remembers me, even if she forgot? If I push my way to the waiting rooms and told them that I was the one who wrote that article, I might get the chance to meet her. And she might remember the moment she recognizes me. And would she tell her daughter about me, if that were to happen?
会いたいんじゃないのか本当は。
I want. It's another link between Kazusa and me, a potential path that may lead me to meeting with Kazusa again.
春樹24日の夜
竹谷
In that case, I will... God damn it! I cannot! God, I got baited twice! No way! Wait, we can like... go to concert on Mari Road? Or like on the path to Setsuna Road? Why it's branching like that? Why we have this choice in both paths? God damn it! I really wanted to say, sorry Setsuna, you have to wait a little bit longer. But god damn it, okay, I guess we are still not over Kazusa and it's too painful to meet with her memories. So yeah, we just accepted like everyone else and we managed to kinda put our mind at ease on Setsuna matter, so I guess we go to the shrine.
でどこだ
Are you serious? So this is going to be unlocked after I finish this road, probably? So we can have Kazusa after this road? So Kazusa is a true road? Is it? Then? Like, ultimately? Huh. Makes sense, I guess.
何が
何って待ち合わせ場所だよ。お前何のために俺に電話してきたんだ
It's time to give up. I have no right to even remember the name Toma when I can't even have proper closure with Setsuna. Nice. Oh my god, I like it. I like it, yeah. Yeah, okay, I agree with this. This is actually a cool sentence. Like, by going to a concert, effectively, like I said, that would be like, yeah, sorry Setsuna, you still have to wait. So basically we would be hurting Setsuna again. Haruki would be hurting himself as well, thinking that, hey, once again, I hurt Setsuna because of Kazusa. So in order to get to Kazusa Road, we need to fix things with Setsuna. We need to either, like, you know, get together with her, actually, and forget about Kazusa, which is pretty much impossible, I think. And, or on the other hand, just break up entirely, and then we can go and try to chase Kazusa's memories and Kazusa herself. So, yeah, I like it. Okay, makes sense.
じゃあダメな方向で
待て、御宿の東口改札、今から30分後。
最初からそういやいいんだよ余計な気
悪い。
They also will most likely corner me and force me to tell me the truth about what happened that day. But right now, I don't plan to hiding my sins, nor do I plan on running away. Okay, yeah, so this is probably the strongest Haruki we had so far. Like in terms of like mindset and his like mental fortitude, he's like probably the strongest one here at this point. Like this is the road where he's the strongest. Still, he still blames himself for a lot of stuff, but he managed to like tell others about things, and he's like accepting this and like trying to move forward. And he shared this actually with multiple people, not just like someone he had like, you know, very intimate, close relationship. Because with none of the characters that we met in today's episode, or today 2 episodes, I don't know how long I'm recording, he had like intimate relationship, to be honest. Like he never like really got to know them very well, and he just decided to tell them his story because he thought like they deserve to know. Okay, I think like this might be my favorite Haruki here right now since introductory chapter. I will tell them the truth. Tell them yell at me. I will accept their judgment. You told them? I guess you told them.
ごめん。いいよ。
Yeah.
落ち着けて。
The beer glass that she had tried to lead our toes just minutes ago slammed down on the table as if brought down by the iron fist. But
なんで今さらそんなこと言うんだよ、セツナは。
wait, you are angry at Setsuna? That's unusual.
だから大きな声出すなって。春樹だって十分傷つ。せつなちゃん
Yeah, I'm like Takaya, like, wait, what? Wait, who kidnapped Io? Where's Io? Wait, who is that? I predicted that Io would be angry, but I was wrong about who she would be angry with.
分かってたじゃんか。分かってたじゃんか。春樹がトーマのこと忘れてないなんて。ずっと引きずってるなんて。一番分かってたじゃんか。
Who kidnapped Io? What is Io? Who are you? I don't know you. Is that new character?
いいよ。
分かってて。それでもセツナ、春樹のこと好きだって。だから、私だって力になりたいって思ってたのに。
If you just wear the hat and had the glasses, I could call you Bullet Liger. Who watched Muramasa and knows what I'm referencing? Like that was like someone else. That was some character that we still don't know real identity of, to be honest. I still don't know who that was. Hmm.
ああ、そうだな。だから俺たちはずっとせつなちゃんの味方でいようって。
なのに、春樹がセツナに向かい合おうとした途端、そんな分かりきってたこと持ち出して、春樹の手を跳ねのけるって。
Now that's your conclusion? Now that's your conclusion? I told you this in every road, basically. Oh, but in every other road, we've been already with someone else, so you felt like we left Setsuna in the hotel and then just fucked someone else. Which wasn't far from truth, yeah. Huh. I can only gawk at Io and her furious expression, unable to comprehend the rationale behind her anger. Even so, I'm not the only one who's perplexed about it despite the actual one involved. Takaya, who's sitting right next to me, feels the same way, which means her current way of thinking is probably one that guys like us can't understand.
どんだけひねくれてるんだよ。どんだけめんどくさいんだよ。
それはだから俺がセツナが。
私にはタチの悪い復讐にしか思えないよ。無意味な異種返しにしか感じられないよ。
Who is she? Seriously?
そんなわけないだろう。口説き文句じゃなく天使だって言える子なんて俺の知ってる中で彼女以外にいないぜ。
だとしても今回セツナのしたことは汚いよ。
Fallen angel.
堕天使の所業だよ。
地上に引きずり下ろされたんだよ。
Compared to Io, who is completely on my side, it's easier for me to understand what Takaya is saying, given that he's completely berating me for the issue.
なんでそんなセツナをかばうの？今回に限っては絶対。
Why they switch sides like this?
ここが春樹にどれだけひどいことしたのかわかる？
Did they like switch bodies? Like their minds got mixed? Like do we have like fantasy here? Like what is happening? After all, I never even dreamed that someone would actually speak up for me, let alone that someone like Io would be the first to do.
だから仕方ないんだって。ずっと心の中に溜め込んでたんだ。言えなかったんだよ。せつなちゃん優しすぎるから。
ギリギリになって大爆発するくらいなら最初から弾けろよ。攻めろよ。春樹の非を認めてやれよ。
いいよ。
I know I'm slow to understanding women's feelings, but even Takaya seems to process this one. Is this because Io's mentality is that much different from the rest? Or is it simply because neither of us understand how women think? Or maybe it's because both of these statements are true.
ってさ、今までずっと譲らなかったじゃん。春樹は悪くないって、絶対に悪くない。
そりゃ
Yeah?
けどさ、あの時のことはどう考えたって春樹が悪かったんだよ。
あ
The betrayal from 3 years ago, avoiding her for 2 years, and lie from 1 week ago. You didn't mention anything specific, and even Takeya didn't admit it openly, but I'm the one most aware of all the sins they've committed. There's only one person among the 4 of us that's not aware of them, or rather, that person doesn't want to accept them.
刹那は一刻も早く春樹が悪いって認めるべきだったんだ。刹那に責められることこそが春樹のためだったんだ。
だからせつなちゃん認めたじゃん。ちょっと時間がかかったけどさ。
かかりすぎなんだよ。そうやって刹那がもたもたしている間、春樹はずっとトーマのこと忘れられなかったんだから。
It hurts. A topic they're discussing now, it hurts.
刹那が引きずるから。引きずったまま引きずってないふりなんかするから。
It's not because what they're saying is close to the truth, not because they're bringing up our past. It's because their words are filled with such sincerity, and I feel so ashamed by myself. But I'm ashamed because I've become incapable of acting sincerely since it comes to Setsuna.
帰る。
2年前にはどうすんだよ。
With an extremely irritated look on her face, Iyo stands up and puts on her jacket, as if to say she doesn't want to speak with any of us longer.
今から刹那の家に行ってくる。ことと場合によっては絶交する。
Who are you? Who switched with Io? My mind is just blown. Like, woman, right?
だからやめとけってそういうこと言うの。春樹だって全然そんなの望んでないし。
今度だけは絶対に刹那が悪いよ。
だけどさ、今一番苦しんでるのだってやっぱ刹那。
春樹のこと振っておいて、今まで散々
だってさ、振られるより振る方が辛いじゃん。
おお、どっちもたくさん経験している人の言うことは重みがあるね。
お前には分かんないか？
ああ、全然わかんない。だって私人を振ったことないし。
ボケんのも大概にしろよ。
Damn. Damn. Takeya.
だって。
だからやめろって。お
Damn.
前らが喧嘩したってしょうがないだろ。
Wow. That was supposed to be a party where those two would scold me, but at some point or another, it turned out into me trying to calm both of them. I seriously think I just heard Takeya's temple making a popping sound. Yeah, 100%. What the hell happened here?
そろそろ終わりだな。
Okay, so she didn't left. Okay, we managed to actually avoid the like cutting ties with everyone. Okay, so we're meeting with Setsuna actually, like together. Okay. Whew. Holy shit, that's intense. I take a glimpse at myself on 23:55. I can hear the New Year bells sounding the countdown already.
どうする？
ああ、
どうするって。
あのな、お前ら今日の趣旨忘れたのか？
Yeah, we're supposed to go to the shrine, right? So, are we meeting actually with Setsuna or not? Ultimately. I'm sure Takeya mentioned the New Year shrine visit in his invitation. And again, at the time, we hadn't gotten into that huge fight yet. Okay. Okay, maybe we're not going then. In the end, with the tense atmosphere enveloping us, we all kept on pouring alcohol down our throats in the silence. I don't know how, but I had to get in the middle of those two who were supposed to scold me and encourage me tonight, keeping their emotions in check while I ordered 3 people worth of drinks. Still, I managed to find my old self again, as I found myself taking care of them. I wonder if they've realized time started to look less and less like the man who just got dumped. And I kept a subtle distance from each other, and not knowing whenever we were heading to the shrine or back to the station, I chose to simply follow behind them. And eventually we found ourselves in front of Onjuku Art and Culture Hall entrance. Guests came pouring out of the hall and down the stairs, and a massive wave of people suddenly appeared before my very eyes. Oh yeah, the concert just finished. We missed that again. God damn it. In any case, it appears that the concert just ended, yep. Looking at the clock on my phone, I see it's 23:59 right now. Seems like a New Year concert was just a little short of the New Year. Startled up by the wave of people heading towards the station, my hastened pace slows down. Also, that's so cool that, like, if we get, like, actually to go to the concert, we're going to meet with Kazusa and it's going to be, like, midnight. Or something. The people come out of the hall have their faces flushed with excitement as they talk about how amazing the concert was. The crowd's excitement floods my surroundings as it drowns out the sound of the New Year bell, meant for the first night of the year, bringing me the slightest bit of discomfort. It has been an absolutely amazing concert, and I felt the slightest bit of regret for missing out on it. As we're drifting through the bustling sea of people around us.
Oh.
There it is. 00. It was at that very moment. The new year had arrived.
明けましておめでとう、春樹。
新年おめでとう、春樹。
お前らな。
Hmm.
ここには自分と俺以外にもう一人いることを認めろよ。
Even though we already fulfilled the conditions for the truce, it seems like the Cold War that broke out earlier won't come to an end so easily. Why did those two meet up in the first place? Why did they call me out? Whose fault is it that they got into this fight? What should I do to make them go back to normal? I swear those two always put the cart between the horse.
なあ、いいよ。
何？
ちょっと
Oh?
頼みたいことがある。
What is it? Calling... Oh.
何？
Yeah, okay. Kazusa, yeah, okay.
私にそういうこと聞く？
God damn it, we meet her again. You can't do this twice to me. Like, come on.
わかってる。悔しいけど、それじゃあ、隣の席？
Yeah.
そうよ。あんた。
そういえば、
そう。
何？
Yeah, we had this. We had this. I can probably skip this, but I don't want to.
似たようなもの。
I'm just going to click it through.
そっか。
Just in say, okay, something new actually going to happen. God damn it, you can't do this to me again. God damn it. Stop doing this to me. Come on, go to the concert already.
ねえ、ホテル帰ったら飲まない？
何言ってるの急に。
いいじゃん。あんたももう20歳超えてるんだし、娘と飲むの。
家でいつも飲んでるような気がする。
日本でってのが重要なのよ。
Ah.
せっかく帰国してるんだから。
年寄り臭いな。ピアノはあんなに乱暴なくせに。
もしかして用事でもある？カズさ、
この国に私の居場所はないんだよ。
Little you know.
わかった。母さんの愚痴に付き合うのも久しぶりだし。
何言ってんのよ。大成功だったじゃない。祝杯よ、祝杯。
そうだね。
We need you to complete the burgers.
じゃあ、ホテルでね。
わかった。じゃあ。
Burgers are not complete without the buns.
新規臭いかね。なあ。明けましておめでとう。
He's actually doing relatively great, to be honest, at that time. Like, he's actually, like, moving now. Actually relatively doing great. Like, relatively speaking.
おめでとう、イオ。
Okay, Io talking with sets now.
明けましておめでとう。
しくね。
よかった出てくれてすっごいドキドキしたんだよ。
Okay.
ずいぶんテンション高いね。
ああ確かにさっきまで飲んでたんだけどさ、実はさっきまでずっと下がりっぱなしだったんだよ。
そうなんだ。今は外？
うん、これから2年前り刹那は
Oh my god, they're setting it up. Okay.
家族でお蕎麦食べて紅白見終わって今部屋に戻ってきたところ。
Come to the shrine.
そっか。
ごめんね。
No? Okay, never mind. So she also got invited, huh?
仕方ないって小木曽家のしきたり。
別にそういうことじゃ。
それには
Yeah. She just doesn't want to talk about Haruki.
今から謝らなくて。
どういう意味？
ごめん刹那、恨まれても仕方ないと思うけど。
Oh! Yep, okay. She's just giving a phone to Haruki. Oh wow. What? Yep, I expected that.
刹那
Yep. Hi. Surprise for the new year. Yeah, hello.
切らないで。もう少しだけ俺と話をしてくれよ。
Yeah.
どうして？
Just as I expected. No, far from exceeding my expectations. Cessna became frustrated the moment she hears my voice through the phone.
俺がイオに頼んだんだ。俺からだと出てくれない。
Yep, pretty much.
そんなずるいよ。
Is this new soundtrack
春樹くん
in the background? It might be new soundtrack. I don't recognize this, I think.
ごめん。
ずるいのは私だね。ひどい。
刹那。
こんな嫌な女にどうして声を聞かせてくれるの？
おかしい。
だって私あの時
Cessna's voice is slowly falling apart. She's quite clearly upset, confused, sad, and panicking all at the same time. But there's also a small hint of excitement in her voice.
どうしても謝りたかった。
どうして春樹くんが謝るの？
This reaction from Cessna puts me on the verge of tears.
刹那の言う通り嘘ついてたから。
Okay.
カズさんのこと忘れてなかった。
Apologizing for the correct thing this time. Okay, I like this. Cessna most likely has the exact same expression on her face as I do now.
これからもカズさんのことずっと忘れることはないって思うから。
But right now, I have to keep my wits about me. I definitely won't yield on what comes next. I can't afford to lose to her in
それ
this.
からさ、これが一番。
北原ならできるよな。
I got encouragement from everyone. Certain someone gave me courage.
それでも好きだから。諦められないから。
Certain someone taught me the answer. I have chills, I love it.
前向きな人なら OK です。必死に頑張ってる人なら嫌いになんてなりません。
This is amazing. Certain someone showed me the right path.
それなのに俺。
And he said it.
刹那が大好きだから。
I can't forget about Kazusa, but I still love you. Oh my god. Oh, this is complicated. Ah.
ごめんな。きっぱり振られたのに
Yeah.
諦めが悪くて。
I can no longer hear any sounds or breathing from the other side of the line. After hearing the loud noise of the two objects colliding,
じゃあおやすみ。
she
それと明
probably,
けましておめでとう。
I don't know, like, let the phone down or something. Too loud noises? Two objects colliding. Huh. I don't know how much of that I just said reached
できれ
Cessna,
ば今年も
but that's fine. Because right now, I only need determination to resolve my own feelings. He just, like, made peace with himself. And with this whole situation with Cessna. In the best possible way. Yo, this is the best Haruki we had so far. That's awesome. Thank you everyone, thank you Rhodes. Thanks. God damn it. The wisdom of other girls. If I wished to resolve Cessna's feelings about this, she would also have to be present. Yeah. You still have to meet. That's not the end. It's just the beginning.
Arigato, Io.
Io's happy. I attempt to return the cell phone I borrowed, but Io doesn't seem like she's planning to taking it back. She's just standing there cocking at my face in disbelief. Okay, or that. Until a moment ago, Io was keeping her distance from Takeya, but now they're next to each other and both staring at me.
さて、これからどうする?
And he's relaxed, totally relaxed about this.
それとも、やっぱ解散?
My favorite Haruki. This is my favorite Haruki. This is peak Haruki.
なんだよ。俺の顔に何かついてるか?
That said, it's not as if I don't know why these two are looking so absent-mindedly dumbfounded. Honestly, even I thought I went a little overboard there.
No. 明けましておめでとう、竹谷、イオ。お前らにだけ挨拶まだだったよな。
はぁ。
てめえ
散々やきもきさせやがって。
くせえことしてんじゃねえよ。お前鳥肌立つかと思った。
こら、はしゃぐなよ、パライども。
Well, we still need to hear Setsuna's decision on this. Because she was unable to tell us anything right now, and we still have to meet with her. But yeah, everything is going to end with her answer, I guess, to this whole situation. With Io and Takeya putting the two people works of weight on my head, we lose balance and stumble left and right in the middle of the sidewalk. To those around us, we definitely look like a bunch of stupid drunken students. Not that the image is completely wrong. It's not like we're back together yet. We still haven't heard the Setsuna answer, as I said. Like, Haruki said, I know that you dumped me, but I still love you. But still, he didn't hear from Setsuna that she wants to get back. We know that she wants to get back, but let's just, you know, be reasonable, okay? Let's just wait for her answer.
とっくに振られてるけどな。
Yeah.
くそ、今日は朝まで付き合えよ。ほんとお前、
解散じゃなく
They all know that Setsuna is going to go back to him.
いいけどさ。
They just know. But now, since it's New Year's, everyone around us will most likely let it slide this time. If anything, they are probably enjoying the sight of us, who were in quarrel just a moment ago, get along. Here's to all the people who supported me in the past year, and to all of those who I have no doubt will keep supporting me in this following year. Here's to maybe reliable ones who supported me, to the not so reliable ones who supported me, and to those who supported me even when asked not to. Here's to all my cherished friends, and to the one most beloved person who stayed by my side, despite all the grief I put her through. To all of you, I wish a happy new year, and I hope it will be a great year indeed. It might be the greatest year. Unless Setsuna is still going to be like, I don't know. Okay, we have a next day. Back to university. Ah, Samui, huh? Okay, and with that, I'm going to save and end the episode. Peak Haruki. This is the best Haruki we had so far. I love how they, like... I love what they did here with him. This is so good. This is so good. Okay, I'm sitting here for such a long time recording. I don't know if this is one episode or two, maybe one long episode. Regardless, I'm taking a little break from White Album, so you have probably a week break before it's public and stuff. I'm recording it somewhere like in between the previous week or something, probably. Anyway, thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one. Let me know in the comments, what do you think? Are you excited for what's about to come? with the Cessna Road. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Click the like button if you like the episode, subscribe for more, check my Discord and become a member if you would like to support me and see episodes earlier. Thank you once again, and from Pocket Watch, let's going out.